All right, we'll call this meeting to order with a moment of silence and also a special prayer for our service peoples who may be in harm's way and not. We want to ask that we all keep them up in prayer at this time. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, Mrs. Frank.
Mayor Kindle.
Present.
Councilwoman Costantino.
Present.
Councilwoman Foster.
Present.
Councilwoman LaPratte.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Sawicki.
Here.
Councilwoman Williams.
Present.
Councilman Tucson.
Present.
City Manager Szymanski.
Here.
City Attorney Diwali.
Here.
Okay, I need a motion to approve the minutes. Everybody don't do it at once.
I read them. I watched them on television. Okay, so I'll offer the motion to accept, receive, and file the minutes of the regular city council meeting held February 18th, 2026.
Support.
All right, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Public comment on agenda items only. You can come to the mic if you have something that is on the agenda. Seeing none, let's move on. We have a table and pending, so I need a motion
Madam Mayor, I'd like to
to
make a
move it.
motion.
Okay.
I'd like to make the motion to remove item CM 02-32-26 from table to and pending to move to old business number 1.
Support.
Okay, any discussion on this?
Madam Mayor? Mm-hmm. I want to thank the city council for tabling this so that all of us could be present. So thank you.
Okay, any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, so I need a resolution for the consent agenda.
We do public comments.
Don't everybody speak at one time.
How for the resolution for the consent agenda,
Items 1 through 10.
items 1 through 10?
Support.
Any discussion?
Madam Mayor? Mm-hmm. Two questions. The first has to do with Grosse Pointe Clinton refuse. I noticed our number 134505 on our page 2 is for January 26th, an amount of $16,915. What I'm curious about is how does Grosse Pointe Clinton refuse work for us? In other words, will they help us contract for all the cities? Will they help us in some way with our refuse? I know our stuff is coming up, so I'm just curious how that is now working.
Good
evening. Actually, in the last month and a half or 2 months, Grosse Pointe Clinton Refuse has negotiated a cheaper rate for our tonnage disposal. So we work by reviewing contracts as a board and making contacts and trying to get cheaper services for our communities.
Okay, and out of curiosity, when we are renegotiating our contract, coming up, I know that many of us all use the same service.
That's separate. That's the trash contract is separate from the disposal contract.
Okay, all
So
right.
those will be
But
separate items.
they would not want to get involved in negotiating?
I don't know if they
unified
can.
contract? Okay. All right, thank you.
But I'll check.
Okay, that would be great, thank you.
Madam Mayor?
Yes?
I just have a question I want some understanding on. So, Cintas Corporation, the DPW uniforms,
we're renting them, they rent and clean. Can I get some clarification? Wouldn't it be cheaper to own them? It's almost $500,
We've had a rental contract with them for at least the last 20 years.
but it's getting pricey.
The reason that we rent is because they will do specific cleanings and repairs and mending for us. If we owned them, somebody on site here would have to do cleaning, repairs, and mending. So
Right.
they service not just the rental of the uniforms, they replace them when they become damaged, torn, worn, and do all the cleaning and mending.
Heather, maybe you just hang up for just 1 minute. Is there any further discussion? Thank you. Okay, roll call vote, Mrs. Frank?
Councilwoman Costantino.
Yes.
Councilwoman Foster.
Yes.
Councilwoman LaPrat.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Suwicki.
Yes.
Councilman Tucson.
Yes.
Councilwoman Williams.
Yes.
Mayor Kindle.
Yes.
Resolution passes.
Okay, this takes us to old business, and this is not, do we move that to this? Is that into old business, or is it for next meeting?
Nope, it's old business now, if
It's old
you want to
business.
deal with it. Or you can choose not to. It's been recommended that it's moved to old business.
Right,
It can stay there, or you can act on it as your transmittal says.
okay, so do we want to act on it, or do we want to move it to the next meeting?
Madam Mayor?
Yes?
I know we were talking about having a special meeting so that we can interview candidates for the Assistant City Manager position. I don't have any problem with our moving on this so that we can set up a date,
Right,
potentially next week, I don't know how everyone else's schedule looks, but I think that would be valuable.
any other discussions or thoughts?
Yeah, Madam Mayor? I
Yes?
don't have a problem next week, except that it can't be Tuesday or Wednesday because we'll be at Capcom.
Right. Okay. Any further discussions?
Yes, Madam Mayor?
Yes?
Monday, I think, would be a good day, because most of us have Monday, we leave Monday open, for city
Right,
council or something.
Monday,
Would you say it's a 1 day?
I said Monday.
Monday the 9th.
Next Monday.
Monday.
Well,
No, I don't want Monday.
Madam Mayor? May I recommend that I know in the past, if we had to schedule something specific, often the city manager would send around something that said what date works. Is that something that we can't do because of Open Meetings Act? Or
If you send this back to me,
yeah,
okay, next meeting, all of what you're asking for will take place.
okay.
I don't know what's that.
So,
that
So
would be
we're gonna do
on
this on the
March 16th.
The 20th at our regular meeting?
At a regular meeting,
It's March 16th, isn't it?
March 16th.
16th,
Yes.
correct. At our regular meeting,
yes,
7 PM,
yes.
March 16th.
correct.
March 16th. Okay.
What's the date that was canceled?
So is that the way we've just handled old business, right?
Well, the recommended action was to refer it back to the city manager, which would then, he would be able to then
Put it on the.
put it on the agenda for
Okay,
your
so we
next regularly
refer it
scheduled
back
meeting.
to the city
Madam
manager,
Mayor.
and he's decided that it'd be on March 16th. All right, fine.
Do we have to vote on
Well,
it, or?
we need a motion and a
I was
support
just-
first.
I'll make a motion
Support.
to remove it from old business and refer it back to the city manager.
Okay.
To be discussed the 16th.
It's a motion, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. All right, that takes us to new business, city manager's report.
Okay, new business item number 1, contract extension, miscellaneous concrete repair program. Mayor and council, the city has received a request from L. Anthony Construction to extend its unit bid pricing for the upcoming 2026 concrete repair projects with the following stipulations. a $9,000 mobilization fee, and a $5,000 traffic control increase. These increases cover the increases required for bonds, insurance, fuel surcharges, concrete labor, and cost of living. The city saves money by not having to bid out these projects and freezing 2026 prices at 2025 levels. L. Anthony Construction has performed quality work in the city, and the amount budgeted for this work is approximately $340,000. I will have our city engineers here on hand for this item and the next several items should you have any questions. Mayor, a resolution is recommended.
Madam Mayor?
Yes.
Make the resolution to approve the contract modification, the amount not to exceed $340,000 with L. Anthony Construction for the 2026 miscellaneous concrete repair program, number 180-388.
Support.
Any discussion?
Madam Mayor? As I understand it, this is the only contract extension that includes an increase in any of the amounts. And I was rather pleased to see that, that we don't have large increases taking place across the board.
Good evening. How you doing? Yeah, this is out of the 5 contract extensions. This is the only one that requested additional costs for mobilization and traffic control. In the past, typically, most if not all of the contractors, when we've done contract extensions, have asked for some sort of increase in those lump sum items. So, yeah, I was pretty pleased as well that the other 4 contracts did not request any additional lump sum costs. I guess if I can just add too, I did, there's a map on the screen as well as I did pass out the map to all of council as well. Might be hard to see on the screen, but this map does cover the work that is to take place with all 5 contracts that we're looking to extend. This contract doesn't necessarily show up on this map. This project covers pavement repairs from water and sewer breaks over the past year for the most part. And then it also includes some areas where we do have poor concrete. Last year we spent some money on Lansdowne Street, I think 3 blocks of Lansdowne Street. That was probably about half the project. We're looking to do something similar again this year. That was part of the reason why L. Anthony was able to extend their contract. They were hoping they would get something similar. So we're looking at doing a couple blocks of Canton, which I know is in very poor condition, and we haven't really addressed any streets in that part of the city in a while, as well as a section of Tyrone Street by the school. So that will also be included as part of this project this year.
Ryan, can you explain briefly, because I know the next 5 work items are related to you, but the fact of how much work is going to be in the city this springtime, 5, 6 contractors, and especially with the sanitary sewer line that runs under the 94 and right down Jerry's block on Manchester there with the big 36-inch wide culvert there.
Sure. Just, I guess, a few things with that. So of these 5 projects that we're looking to extend, we have let the contractors know that we would like to have all 5 of these projects done by August of this year for a couple reasons. One, the city was awarded a large sanitary sewer rehabilitation program with a state revolving fund. That project is expected to start in September, October-ish. It will go into next year. That work is scattered throughout the city as well, which involves sewer lining, open cut repairs. It's over a $5 million project, and we're splitting that up into 3 separate contracts to spread that work out instead of giving all that work to one contractor at that amount. So we don't want 10 contractors working at the same time in the city. We want to get this annual maintenance work done first and get this done before we do award projects to sewer contractors to do that sewer rehabilitation work. We've also applied for, through the financially distressed grant program, which is, we apply to that annually, certain projects. One project that we did apply for this year, which was our top priority of the 5 projects that we submitted, is to line the trunk line sewer that runs under I-94 between Allard and Manchester. All of the sewer, sanitary sewer west of I-94 in the city discharges to this sewer. It's a weird size sewer. It's an elliptical sewer. It's not a round sewer. I think it's 29 inch by 55 or something. It's an odd size sewer. is starting to show some wear. And we'd like to get that lined as soon as possible before it deteriorates any further, as that, we don't want any catastrophe to happen within the I-94 right away. That would be very costly, and that's kind of our justification that we've given to the state of why we'd want to get funding for that project. So that's another project that might be coming down the pipeline here, hopefully very soon. Hopefully the city can get some funding, grant funding for that.
Madam Mayor? A question concerning, since we're going to talk about all of these, joint sealing. For some reason, I didn't realize that joint sealing was confined to a certain section of the city. I noticed a lot of joint issues with the weather this year on Harper. And so will they catch those, or is that a county thing, a state thing? Is that?
I could go over all these other projects too and kind of summarize the map for you, but I'll start with the joint sealing. So the joint sealing project is shown in orange on the map, and we have been doing that in blocks within the city. So we have, within the last few years, we've done everything east of I-94, and then we started between 94 and Beaconsfield, starting at the north end, working south. So last year we were working between Vernier and Country Club. This year we're going from Lockmore to Woodmont. That has been typical practice, that we kind of stay within a certain area of the city. If there's a certain street that is showing to be deteriorating, we can take a look at it and possibly move it up the schedule. I guess in regards to Harper, Harper is a city street, both north and southbound is a city street. Great Lakes Water Authority is planning to install a transmission water main, basically creating a loop that will help Grosse Pointe Woods, Harper Woods, St. Clair Shores, East Point, with some pressure issues. That transmission main is expected to, the construction is supposed to start late this year. I haven't heard any more on that. That might go to next year. But right now it's expected that would start late this year, going to next year, which is going to require northbound Harper from the South City limit to Vernier to be reconstructed, because that new water main is going to be under the road. So part of Harper will be new here in a couple of years. So, and then we're looking to apply, we just got a call for projects to apply for federal aid assistance for projects in 2029, and we're looking to apply for Harper from Vernier to 8 Mile to do a resurfacing. Again, hopefully we can get some, but that would be 80% of the construction cost covered if we were successful in getting that.
Thank you.
Yep.
Madam
Is
Mayor?
there any further? Yes.
Yeah, I was just looking at the map and I saw you explain the joint sealing. What was, because I saw those three little bitty ones in black that you have here.
Yeah.
What is FCIPP?
So, yeah, so the black, so there's three locations that are highlighted in black for the, what is the full cured in place pipe lining program. So the FCIPP is a full length cured in place pipe lining program. So it's a sewer rehabilitation program where we put a felt, basically a felt tube, and we cure that on the inside diameter of the pipe. It's got a 50-year design life or greater. We try to do that when sewers are starting to show some deterioration, but try to catch that before any potential collapse or severe cracking within that pipe. Based upon the cleaning and televising that we do annually within the city, the following year we look at those sewers to see which areas are critical in need of a sewer lining. So those shown in black is what we're looking to line this year. And then what's shown in pink is this year's sewer cleaning and televising program, similar to the joint sealing program. We do a kind of block by block throughout the city. We've been following the same pattern as the joint sealing program, and we're kind of one area ahead of the joint sealing with the sewer cleaning and televising, so we would be doing that along Woodmont, Huntington, and Eastwood streets this year. And then the last program is the catch basin repair and replacement program. That one's a little hard to see on the map, but all the little colored boxes that you see throughout the map are all of the catch basins throughout the city, and we have those color coded based upon their, I guess you could say, their condition. Those in green and blue are in good condition, where red is a failed catch basin. Last year we replaced, with this program last year, we replaced roughly 35 or 40 catch basins that were all within your major streets. So we've addressed all the critical catch basins that are in need of repair within the major streets. Now we're starting to work into the local streets and do roughly the same amount this year.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Yep.
Any further discussion?
Yeah, Madam Mayor.
Yes.
Right, I thought we had, I was looking at Danbury Lane, I thought we had completed all the work on there, but I see the black there.
That would just be for sewer line. We didn't do any sanitary sewer work when we were on Danbury Lane a few years ago. And we cleaned and televised those sewers within the last couple of years, and then now we're looking to do a rehabilitation on, there was one segment along Danbury Lane that was starting to show some signs of deterioration.
Okay, thank you.
Any further discussion? All right, so we have to take these one by one, right?
Absolutely.
All right, so first one,
I did the first one.
Resolution.
for concrete repair program, I need a resolution.
We already did that.
Already did that.
Oh, we did that one?
We just have to
They need a
vote.
vote.
Oh, we just need to do the roll call?
Yep.
Okay. Roll call?
Yep. Councilwoman Foster.
Yes.
Councilwoman LaPrat.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Sawicki.
Yes.
Councilman Tucson.
Yes.
Councilwoman Williams.
Yes.
Mayor Kindle.
Yes.
Councilwoman Costantino.
Yes.
Resolution passes.
Okay, so,
New business item number 2. Contract extension pavement joint and crack sealing program. Mayor and council, the city has received a request from Michigan Joint Sealing, Inc. to extend its unit bid pricing for the upcoming 2026 pavement joint and crack sealing. The city saves money by not having to bid out these projects and freezing 2026 prices at 2025 levels. Michigan Joint Sealing, Inc. has performed quality work in the city, and the amount budgeted for this work is approximately $80,000. Mayor, a resolution is recommended.
Madam Mayor? I'll offer the resolution to approve the contract modification in an amount not to exceed $80,000 with Michigan Joint Sealing Incorporated for the 2026 Pavement Joint and Crack Sealing Program, number 180-392.
Support.
okay, any discussion?
Yes, Madam Mayor?
Yes?
Question on these here, which I assume, these are still sort of covered by grant money, or?
Some of these items, there's grant money, some are just maintenance items that the city covers either from their major road fund or local road fund, or sometimes general fund.
Any further discussion? Roll call vote, Mrs. Frank?
Councilwoman LaPrat.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Sawicki.
Yes.
Councilman Tucson.
Yes.
Councilwoman Williams.
Yes.
Mayor Kindle.
Yes.
Councilwoman Costantino.
Yes.
Councilwoman Foster.
Yes.
Resolution passes.
Okay, new business item number 3, contract extension, critical sanitary sewer rehabilitation by FCIPP program. Mayor and council, the city has received a request from Institutiform Technologies USA LLC to extend its unit bid pricing for the upcoming 2026 critical sanitary sewer rehabilitation. The city saves money by not having to bid out these projects and freezing 2026 prices at 2025 levels. Institutiform Technologies USA LLC has performed quality work in the city, and the amount budgeted for this work is approximately, $105,202.50. Mayor, a resolution is recommended.
Madam Mayor?
Make the resolution to approve the contract modification in the amount not to exceed $105,202.50 with Instituform Technologies USA LLC for 2026 Critical Sanitary Sewer Rehabilitation Program, number 180-390.
Support. All right, any discussion? Roll call, Mrs. Frank?
Mayor Pro Tem Sawicki.
Yes.
Councilman Tucson.
Yes.
Councilwoman Williams.
Yes.
Mayor Kindle.
Yes.
Councilwoman Costantino.
Yes.
Councilwoman Foster.
Yes.
Councilwoman LaPrat.
Yes.
Resolution passes.
Okay, new business item number 4, contract extension, sewer cleaning and CCTV investigation program. Mayor and council, the city has received a request from Duke's Root Control, Inc. to extend its unit bid pricing for the upcoming 2026 sewer cleaning and CCTV investigation. The city saves money by not having to bid out these projects and freezing 2026 prices at 2025 levels. Duke's Root Control, Inc. has performed quality work in the city, and the amount budgeted for this work is approximately $100,000. Mayor, a resolution is recommended.
Madam Mayor,
Yes.
by resolution, approve the contract modification in the amount not to exceed $100,000 with Duke's Root Control, Inc. for 2026 sewer cleaning and CCTV investigation program number 180-391.
Support.
Support.
Any discussion? Roll call vote, Mrs. Frank.
Councilman Tucson.
Yes.
Councilwoman Williams.
Yes.
Mayor Kindle.
Yes.
Councilwoman Costantino.
Yes.
Councilwoman Foster.
Yes.
Councilwoman LaPrat.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Sawicki.
Yes.
Resolution passes.
Okay, new business item number 5, contract extension, storm sewer and catch basin repair program. Mayor and council, the city has received a request from Great Lakes Contracting, LLC, to extend its unit bid pricing for the upcoming 2026 catch basin storm sewer repair projects. The city saves money by not having to bid out these projects and freezing 2026 prices at 2025 level. Great Lakes Contracting, LLC has performed quality work in the city, and the amount budgeted for this work is approximately $325,000. Mayor, a resolution is recommended.
Madam Mayor,
Yes.
by resolution, approve the contract modification in an amount not to exceed $325,000 with Great Lakes Contracting LLC for the 2026 storm sewer repair program number 180-389.
Support.
Discussion? Roll call vote, Mrs. Frank.
Councilwoman Williams.
Yes.
Mayor Kindle.
Yes.
Councilwoman Costantino.
Yes.
Councilwoman Foster.
Yes.
Councilwoman LaPrat.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Sawicki.
Yes.
Councilman Tucson.
Yes.
Resolution passes.
Okay.
Okay, new business item number 6, Central Dispatch Study, Grosse Pointes and Harper Woods. Mayor and council, city engineers Anderson, Eckstein, and Westrick, Inc. are performing a central dispatch study on behalf of the Grosse Pointes and Harper Woods. Since the Grosse Pointes and Harper Woods are in mutual aid agreements with one another for police and fire services, being part of this study is critical for the city of Harper Woods. The total amount of the invoice is $35,245, with each community paying its share of $5,874.16. I recommend approval of this cost share reimbursement to the City of Grosse Pointe Woods on behalf of the Central Dispatch Study. Mayor, a resolution is recommended.
Madam Mayor? I'll offer the resolution to authorize participation in a central dispatch study to be performed by Anderson, Eckstein, and Westrick Incorporated, and to approve payment to the City of Grosse Pointe Woods for the city's proportionate share of the total cost, which has been calculated to be $5,874.16.
Support.
Any discussion?
Madam Mayor? I love the fact that we are in the central dispatch with the Grosse Pointes. I think it's very valuable for all of our communities. I'm curious when the study will be concluded and what we anticipate the study will find.
Those are both good questions, and I really don't have an answer to either one of them, but Chief, if you, you have a few words there.
Well, Ryan?
Are our radio programs in trouble, or, you know?
No.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Yeah, this is, I was surprised when Mr. Szymanski brought it to me last week. There's been conversation about this for years, but nothing concrete has ever taken place. So I suppose when the study's over, I'll know where we go from there. So yeah, I'm sorry, I don't have a whole lot to offer.
Okay, thank you. I hope it's a good outcome for all of us.
Ryan, will you will you be handling any part of this, or is
I
that
am not.
out of your department?
Our architecture division's gonna be handling this one, so I actually learned about it Saturday, that this was moving forward. When I looked at the council agenda, I had to ask our architecture department what this was about. But as far as completing the study, I don't have that answer as to when that will be complete, but, I would imagine it will, probably within the next couple months, we'd have that done, but I can't give you
All right.
an exact
All right,
answer.
thank you
Madam
much. Yes,
I do know something about this. I talked to my sister who lived through a central dispatch situation downriver. My sister was a dispatcher for the city of Allen Park. And what ended up happening was the cities combined to one dispatch. My sister, though, lost her job. She did find another one, but she did kind of get ripped off on the health care for her retirement health care. So I would say if we do this, we just have to be careful not to put any of our employees in a bad situation. If this does go down, we need to protect them. And, you know, if we have central dispatch off, make sure that they're offered jobs with the central dispatch at parity. And make sure that it's not some kind of a sneaky thing that we're pulling, that it's actually something. And I think in a lot of ways it is a good thing, because, you know, this way, if there's something really major that happens, everybody will find out about it and everybody can be on board without making a ton of extra calls and things like that. And, you know, if somebody's just sending out an ambulance, a dispatcher in Grosse Pointe Woods could send it out as fast as one in Harper Woods. But at the same time, though, I do want to make sure that we do protect the people who've been dedicated to the city, who've been working here a long time, and make sure that that they are taken care of. Because what happened to my sister did not need to happen.
well, we can understand all that, and we would definitely, we are not only resident-friendly, but we are also employee-friendly.
Right.
So therefore, I'm sorry that happened to your sister, but I'm sure that the city manager and the chief will make sure everyone is taken care of so that we would have a state-of-the-art dispatching system. All right, is there any further discussion?
Yeah, Madam Mayor, just one last comment on this. I'm just, you know, even though we have 5 different communities, you know, we all have our own little differences. That's why we are. And certain things that are important in our dispatch may not be as a priority in theirs. So I just hope this doesn't make it too central, because I think our community could lose if we don't have our own little uniqueness addressed.
That's probably why we're having this study,
I agree with all
so that
of
we
that.
can address those things. So trust our chief and
Of
city
course.
manager to do
Of course.
their due diligence, okay? Is there any further discussion? Okay, roll call vote, Frank?
Mayor Kindle.
Of course, yes.
Councilwoman Costantino.
Yes.
Councilwoman Foster.
Yes.
Councilwoman LaPrat.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Sawicki.
Yes.
Councilman Tucson.
Yes.
Councilwoman Williams.
Yes.
Okay, resolution passes.
Okay, new business item number 7, Milk River SRF bond principal and interest. Mayor and council attaches an invoice from Wayne County for the Milk River drain principal and interest payments on the SRF bond programs number 5446-01 and number 5446-02. It is recommended that these payments be approved since they are equal to or less than the amount on the calculated debt schedule. Mayor, a resolution is recommended.
Madam Mayor? I'll offer the resolution, but I have to clarify something. The 1 million, it's the approved payment to Wayne County in the amount of $1,057,330.05 is that the total amount of these two interest payments, or is that in addition to the two interest payments?
Okay, what that encompasses is 2 principal payments and 2 interest payments on the bonds. I want to say what we're accustomed to seeing, our operation and maintenance expenses. Ivory always brings up the fact that we pay about $358,000 a quarter. Okay, that is separate and distinct from this.
Right.
This is just on the debt. We're paying principal amounts on 2 bonds, we're paying interest amounts on 2 bonds. The total of everything is $1,057,000.
I was worried that the total was $2,114,000.
No, no, we-
That's what I totaled all these numbers up to mean. All right, so thank you.
You're welcome.
So by resolution, I'll approve payment to Wayne County in the total amount of $1,057,330.05 for the Milk River Drain principal and interest payments. Those being $906,751.69 principal and interest on SRF bond 544601 and $150,578.36 on SRF bond 5446-02.
Support.
All right, any further discussion?
Is there ever an end in sight?
No. No, quite simple. No.
I mean, we had a debt, when's the debt gonna be paid off? This seems like it's just.
Oh, it's going to drag out for a little bit.
Born.
Yeah,
Milk River is here,
yeah.
I know,
And
we
you know, as
can't
much
live
as I
without it
oppose
either,
it,
with the whole city.
but we don't want
We
sewage
have no
and
choice.
whatever in our basements, so it's the lesser of two evils, I guess. I don't want to walk and mess in my basement.
Start all over again because it has a crack in it.
All right, is there any further discussion? Roll call vote, Mrs. Franks.
Councilwoman Costantino.
Yes,
Councilwoman Foster.
Yes.
Councilwoman LaPrat.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Sawicki.
Yes.
Councilman Tucson.
Yes.
Councilwoman Williams.
Yes.
Mayor Kindle.
Yes.
Resolution passes.
Okay, new business item number 8, cancellation of April 6, 2026 meeting. Mayor and council. I am unavailable to attend the first meeting in April scheduled for Monday, April 6, 2026. Therefore, it is recommended that the meeting be canceled. Mayor, a motion is recommended.
Madam Mayor,
Yes.
make the motion that the regular city council meeting scheduled for Monday, April 6, 2026 be canceled.
Support. We'll let Mr. Szymanski go on vacation.
I had to already cancel it. We were going to Puerto Vallarta. That's canceled.
do we feel like we could have a meeting without him, or no? Or do we even need the meeting?
We probably would. The one for the 20th is probably going to be a lot, but that's okay. We're used to doing a double meeting in the summer, so we can do it.
We can do it,
We make it.
and we're gonna have an extra stuff on our.
Okay, so, any discussion further? Okay, so it's a motion, so all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Aye. Motion carries.
And that concludes the city manager's report.
He can't have a vacation, I can't have a vacation. All right,
I
so.
take mine when there isn't a meeting.
Okay, call to audience. You have anything that you want to bring up, please come to the mic, state your name, street, and you have 3 minutes. Don't everybody run at one time.
Hi, My name is McKenna Champney. I'm a resident on Woodmont, just coming here again to spread some library news. On this Saturday, the 6th at 3:30, we have a really exciting event. It's actually going to be an Irish dance performance by the Motor City Irish Dance Team. So they're going to be not only conducting a performance, but they will invite you to try and learn Irish dance yourselves. I personally would really love to see Mayor and the rest of City Council trying to learn Irish dancing. I think be really positive to go on YouTube, on Facebook Reels, and go viral. So there's that. But if you're more of a lecture person, come on Wednesday, the 11th at 5:30 to our community room at the library. We have a lecture. It's part of our lecture series about Irish immigration in Michigan. And then two other things with the library. We now are offering a service called Hoopla. It is a digital media system, a streaming service. So not only does it have books and audiobooks and comic books, graphic novels, it also has TV, movies, music, all for free. All you need is a library, all free for residents. Really amazing that the library is providing this. And we also have our Library of Things, which is something that you can check out, just like a book, but it's a lot of different things. So you could check out a drill set, a graphing calculator, a sewing machine, Wi-Fi hotspot, laptop, a Tony box, like for the little Tony box, if mom and dads, you know what I'm talking about, for the kids, and then guitars, and we have so many more things being added to the Library of Things. So just please come on down to the library. You don't have to check out a book, you can check out something else.
Thank you so much.
Is it the 6th with the Irish dance?
Hello, Juanita Busick. I'm Woodmont. Okay, during the City Council on Wednesday, February 18th, 2026, when called to the audience in which residents are given 3 minutes to speak, I brought up to the City Council the situation in Harper Woods regarding the stray dogs. Mayor Kindle, you lashed out at me. You constantly interrupted me prior to my 3 minutes by severely scolding and belittling me, in addition to retaliating angrily at me. You said, quote, but for you to come here to every meeting berating us about dogs and animal control is just ridiculous, unquote. You later said, quote, and I am a little tired of you coming here every council meeting berating us, unquote. While I was trying to explain, I was not berating the City Council and just letting the City Council know the situation, you constantly cut me off. I couldn't get a word in. While I was still trying to speak, you kept speaking over me and said to me at the same time I was speaking, and I quote, regardless, you came here to every single council meeting to berate us about animal control, unquote. Before I got a chance to explain I am not berating anybody, you said, and I quote, your time is up, thank you much, unquote. That's unquote. In conclusion, all I was trying to do was inform the City Council of my, as well as the residents of Harper Woods, our deep concern and the seriousness regarding the ongoing situation of stray dogs in Harper Woods for the safety of Harper Woods residents and pets. You were downright rude and condescending towards me. And Mayor Kindle, you owe me a sincere apology.
Next.
Greg Bargo, Woodland Street. At our last council meeting, discussion about GPAS and our city's haphazard animal control program surfaced once again. While it's time for the truth to be told, related to the breakdown in the relationship between GPAS, Animal Services, and the City of Harper Woods, this report being provided to you contains relevant and vital information that should have been shared with the City Council by our City Manager to support your decision-making process related to the contract with GPAS, Animal Service Agreement, and the City of Harper Woods. Now, I'll provide you with a brief chronology of factual time-ordered occurrences relevant to the future service agreement that could have taken place with GPAS. As early as September 16th of 2024, information was exchanged with the Director of Public Safety, City of Harper Woods, and GPAS, The subject matter was intake shelter annual usage fees. Dialogue had started. It should also be noticed that the chiefs of the 5 police points and the Harper Woods were meeting the second Tuesday of every month for anticipated rate and operational discussions. On November 11th, an email was sent to John Szymanski and 2 others. The context: good afternoon. Please see the attachments, letter and spreadsheet explaining our current dilemma in sheltering animals for our municipalities. I would like to address City Council should you determine this is the correct course of action. Thank you, Corinne Martin, Executive Director. The very next day, Mr. Szymanski wrote, addressing our City Council at this time is premature. Our city administration will have a private meeting with all involved to discuss how procedures should be handled and move forward. Note, from that day, Tuesday, November 12th, no action or attempt to contact GPAS about possible meeting or information exchange about details related to the upcoming service agreement had taken place or even was attempted. January 6th, Harper Woods City Council meeting. GPAS, at the introduction of the agenda item for service contract agreement, provided these information packets that were readily available prior to the meeting had the city manager reached out to obtain them for you all. When that happened, what was met was criticism and disdain by our city council. We all know where that went from there. Our city manager's failure to provide background data for this crucial council agenda item has led to a negative bias against GPAS, where GPAS has become an unintended casualty of the breakdown in communication between the city manager and the city council. Our city manager needs to publicly acknowledge and take responsibility for this oversight. He should apologize to both
Your time
parties.
is up, Greg, and I appreciate you. Thank you much. Is there someone else that, so call the audience, call the council, and I'll start with you, Mrs. Foster.
I got a couple things. First, lack of information for decision-making. This is what happens when the background information isn't provided to us, the city council, before we are approached and asked to provide a decision. Hurtful statements are made, and inaccurate blame is placed on those who had no control over the situation at that time and place. Because of this situation, it seems more likely the reason why GPAS Board of Directors did not return before the City Council. Second, on March 11th at 6 p.m., the Family Center, along with Morton Development, will be hosting a dynamic power event, Unlock Your Future, with guest speaker Dr. Sabrina Jackson. Pre-registration is required because there's limited seating. Register at FamilyCenterHelps.org. The address is 19934 Harper. And congratulations to our Grosse Pointe athletes that went to the Olympics. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I just want to say that in these changing times, everyone, just be careful out there. Be careful as you travel out there. And those of you who might be traveling out of the country anytime soon, just be careful. And that's it.
The Beautification Commission will have its first meeting of the year before our next council meeting at 5:45 in the library. I think we still have 3 available seats in the commission. So if you want to see what it's all about, attend the meeting, and you can kind of meet everybody that's on the Beautification Commission and see what we do all year.
I really have nothing left to add. I hope that everyone has a great couple weeks.
Last week, the mayor and I had the opportunity to attend with a combination of the Michigan Municipal League and SimCog, united to protest the state's attempt to, through several bills, to minimize the power of the local zoning commissions. met with, we had many elected officials from all over the state, and I'm sure the mayor will comment on it a little bit further because she actually spoke there also, to really protest this. You know, the next thing you know, they came out with some things about got to be so many yards and so many square feet and all this. Was like, that's beside the point of trying to dissect that. But no, the reason why we have different municipalities is because everybody is unique. What works in one zoning area may not work in another. So that's why we have separate ones and separate cities. So it's important that, you know, we continue this protest to make sure we can continue to keep some more of our local control. So I was glad to see how well all the elected officials joined together down at SEMCOG to protest this and thinking about taking it around to different parts of the state to continue to keep down control of our zoning right within our different municipalities.
I just wanted to inquire about some large potholes in the city. There's one on Vernier where you turn toward Harper going east, thank you. Yeah, it almost ate my car at least 11 times. And someone filled it, and that lasted a good 3 days. And now it's bigger than ever, and now it's actually 2 giant potholes. And so I got some new tires, and I'd rather like not have them destroyed. So at this point, I'm like literally driving into the second lane, turning all the way around and coming back like that to avoid them. But some people who don't make that drive daily are not, you know, so learned. And I saw a little car just literally go flying out of that pothole. And I know we have these large trucks that are very heavy that are turning there. What can we do about it? At this point, I don't know that filling it's going to be enough. I think we might have to just cut up that part and put some steel reinforcements in it and
it doesn't belong to us.
I just want to say that now that snow and ice control season seems to be subsiding a little bit, there'll be a priority on filling potholes with cold patch, hot patch, cutting it out, whatever needs to be done. You know, this has been a brutal winter. We probably had the longest stretch of cold weather that I could remember in decades, and it tears your streets up.
Yep. Okay. Well, as long as we do something
Yeah,
about it,
we'll
because it's
address
pretty
them.
dangerous, even if we have to cold patch it weekly, but, you know, something's got to be done.
All right. Well, okay, and with that, I will say, who is it? It's you this turn, right?
Oh, it's my turn?
It's your turn.
I'd like to make the motion to adjourn.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
I'm sure say, is there any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Meeting adjourned.